Hey baby, what's good? What's poppin'? Oh, you know the vibes. If you can hear my voice, you are listening to the voice of Jess Finesse, and I'm excited because this is the last episode of season 1. Finally, it's a beautiful happy Friday. It's a beautiful Friday in this wretched country. But next Friday, I get to sleep in. Next Friday, I don't gotta tie this turban on my head. Next Friday, I don't gotta use my voice. And next Friday, I officially go on break. I need some gunshots. Gunshots. I gunshots. No, that's no. Not that. No.
That's some Nollywood gunshot.
You won't put that on my podcast. Anyway, guys, you're tuned in to Jess Finesse Presents, where every week we chop it up and we smoke with some very special guests. The guests are always special, but then they're always special in their own special way. But this particular special guest is very special. Let me tell you why this guest is so special. This guy has been an honorary crew member of Jess Finesse Presents. Y'all don't see him, but he be in here. He be providing the vibes. I think one time he even provides snoring on one episode. But it was it's love because he's family.
So I just casted.
Nah, we gotta cast ourselves. Everybody, we open books here, baby. But nah, this guy is super, super, super special because I'm pretty sure Io can correct me if he's been here for like up to 10 episodes. I would not be surprised.
Honestly, I think so as well. He's been here for lots of episodes.
Yeah, so he's contributed to the vibe of this podcast. So it only makes sense that on the last episode,
I got good energy, you know,
of the last
vibes
of the last episode of the first season of this podcast.
That's right.
We have Mikel Measy in the building.
You know what I'm saying?
Ayo.
No, man.
One hand up, two hands up, one leg up, two legs up. You are a boss. You are a
The
boss.
boss.
Thank you, you know.
Mikel, what's popping?
I do pretty good.
You know, thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Please.
You need to allow my guy. You need to allow my guy, okay?
You know, they used to say if you can't stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
David wants to say something so bad. David is mic'd up today. Our G.
What up?
The one that makes the sound pop. The one that makes the sound, audible.
And the one that's always telling me, AY.
So Mikel, like I said, thank you for going from behind the camera to in front of it for us.
Thank you for honoring me.
I think this episode is going to be really interesting. So we're going to get right into it, right?
Okay.
You've been here long enough to know the drill. I don't need to explain it to you.
You know, for someone that's been here long enough, I'm quite nervous. Can you tell?
No, I can't.
Well, okay.
Is your hand shaking?
No, but
Are you sweaty?
I just feel like my heart is pumping fast. But I'm cool. I'm coming out. I mean, you don't notice it, right? You don't notice it, so I'm all right.
So, you know this question. I ask this question to everybody that comes here. So, should I even have to ask you the question before you present the answer?
If you don't ask the question, then it's not Jess Finesse.
What?
Is it Lamba? Is it Lamba? Is it Lamba? Is it Lamba? Or is it washing? Is it cruise? What is it?
I'm not washing.
I don't know, man, but I like it. If it's not, if you don't
all
ask
right,
question,
fine.
it's not
I'll
just
give you the
finesse.
treatment like everybody else. All right, it's a very important question. This question will determine whether I'm still your fan after today. This question will determine whether you can even still come back into this podcast in season 2.
Okay.
White or yellow?
White. Any day, any time. White.
Before we still, Gary, let's get into education. So you already said it. You went to Unibet. What did you read? Please, I hope it's not economics.
I don't even like anything that has to do with maths.
What did you read, bro?
I was going to study theater arts, right? But my literature was cancelled in my GCE. And I used to think, former vice chancellor, right? Used to accept you without literature, studying theater, then along the line you can go and do another GCE. But the current one at the time I entered said no, that for the type of result that you have, you do linguistics. So Unibank gave me linguistics. They changed my career, they changed everything for me.
And you finished the whole
Yes,
4
I
years,
did.
and
Yes.
you got the linguistics.
So my experience in the University of Benin, bittersweet. I'll tell you why. So bitter in the sense that there were no everything a student probably needs to just set him
Set him right.
You know,
Mhm, mhm.
movie. I
Setting
never had any of those. You know, because you understand, like because there was nobody to give me money or any of that. So
Can I ask you a question?
yeah,
Who did you live with once both of your parents?
we so because it's not only me and my
Okay.
brothers, right?
Okay.
We had 3 uncles, so
You went to different uncles.
yes. Me and my other brother, the second born,
Mhm.
stayed with one of my uncles, then the other one stayed with one of our uncles.
Okay.
You know.
So your uncle had to provide for you and your
Yeah,
brother
and took care of
in addition to his
us.
own children.
They were still single back then. They were not married then.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but the
So
time that
bachelors.
yes, yeah. But then he probably accommodated me. He told me us that he cannot accommodate both of us, but he will accommodate me because I used to be the gentle guy. I don't. But the Emmanuel, that's my kid boy.
Shout out to Emmanuel.
Emmanuel is in New York right now. So and by the way, can I use this opportunity to congratulate Theophilus? Last month he came out with the first class 2 days ago in the UK.
I'm here for you.
First class honors cybersecurity, University of
Oh, he's
Wolverhampton.
about to make big bank.
What?
You know,
He's about to make big
the
bank.
university told him that they have to publicize his projects. You know, they have to because it's too lit. Like it's awesome,
So
and they're going to pay him for
I
it.
feel so happy. Like,
You know,
that's really mad.
So you're the only one that's left in Nigeria?
Yes, because of music.
Oh, music.
We'll get to that.
Yes.
Okay.
You know.
That's really
So
mad.
your uncle's
Really mad.
so your uncle kicked your brother out the house or what?
No, he told my other uncle that he has to accommodate Emmanuel.
Okay.
Because he's married now and he's going to have kids.
Yeah.
You know, so, and Emmanuel used to be really, really stubborn. Like, he's that stubborn, like, is this stubborn that he calls 80 years old people busky, bingo, like.
What is that? Oh, like a dog? Oh, no.
Yeah, it was really, really disrespectful. But that was just him being, like, there was nobody to tell him
y'all didn't have as much guidance, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay, facts.
My uncle goes to work and come back. There's nobody to tell us that, oh, you have to do this or beat you when you're doing something wrong. You know. So, but I don't blame him. He's doing pretty well right now.
I have one question that we're gonna start smoking, Gary. It's a yes or no question. We won't get deep into it. During your university experience at UniBen, did you have any encounters with cultists?
Oh yes, I did.
Okay, that's it. I won't get deeper inside. Every time I want to talk about that topic, people say you can't talk about it out loud. So we'll talk about that off the pod.
Okay, that's fine.
But without further ado, let's put our Gary together.
Yeah,
what do you put inside your Gary to drink it?
Gary, groundnuts and water.
You don't put milk?
No.
You're a man of taste and culture.
I don't like milk in my Gary. I feel like the taste doesn't, like
it doesn't gel.
It doesn't know.
You need water.
You know how something can be sweet, right? And you now make it too sweet. And when something is too sweet for me, I don't enjoy it.
No problem. Let's prepare. Please pass me that yellow delicacy.
I eat chocolate stuff.
Like we said, chocolate. Chocolate.
You will not kill me here. So while Mikel is soaking his Gary, I'm gonna pick up the first fan.
The god of the fans.
Mikel, that's Magra
Debo.
No, I'm sorry.
So should we go? Okay, since he's kind of giving us background, should we move this based on like what he does?
Yeah, like how
is that why you put this on? Is that why you put
what
his
he
name
does? How he became Mikel?
Okay,
Mikel Mizi.
So where do we even start from? So Mikel is an artist and a songwriter, right? And I feel like I want to be the one to say this because when I tell you that this guy is a talented songwriter, I can't just open my mouth and just be saying that about anybody. My mouth will start pinning me if I lie.
Well, thank you kindly.
He is a talented songwriter as well as an up-and-coming artist who's trying to hustle in this Lagos like the rest of us. I think you began telling us about your journey when you said you went to school and you would see so many, different artists around. And, you would just see these guys doing art and you were drawn to it. Before you know, you started freestyling with them. Before you know, you bought your first guitar. And before you know, you're in Lagos, Nigeria, trying to hustle and make it pop, right? So I think, I guess the first thing I would ask you is how did you start like after university, right? Because you said during school they'll come and invite you to come and perform at different, it's brand activations. But post graduation, how did your music career start, or like how did your music journey begin once you graduated from school?
2016, I finished university, right? Then I knew that I wanted to pursue this music. I just didn't know how. So what I did was, there was I came back to Lagos when Shiloh was going on. You know Shiloh, right? Winners in December. So I was like, okay, let me go. Let me use the remaining 2 days to really, really talk to God, right? So I went to church. I asked God that, I really want to do this. I don't know if this was not how I asked God.
I was going to say that. You tell God, Sky Daddy.
I mean, if it's our dad, we probably should be able to have these conversations like this. So I just said that, okay, I want to pursue this. Let him back me up, give me guidance. So and the woman I was staying with back then, I love her, right? She's Igbo. She sponsored me from my 200 level to the final year, and we are not related. We just happened to know in church, and she just liked me.
Shout out to Auntie.
Yes, shout out to Auntie. But she's an authoritarian, and when I go back home, I told her that I was scared to tell her that I want to do music, because before I finally told her, right, I already somebody invited me to Bogobiri, right, to play the guitar. My friend. So I went to play the guitar at Bogobiri. Then while everybody, like, it was nice, Then I could not go back home, Yanakwaja. I slept at Bogobiri that night, outside at the security spot there. Till in the morning. I told them that I can't go back to Yanakwaja tonight. So when I go back home, she was already angry, keeping malice with me. Then a few days later, I just said that, Mom, I want to pursue music career. I really want to. So I feel like I will have to move to the island, maybe let me just set up myself somewhere, As soon as I made that statement, that was where the fight started. And she was like, if that she knew that I was going to do music, she probably would even, But that's story for another day. So, to cut the story short, I went to my uncle's place. From there, I posted a cover. Richard of Escape Club, saw it and hit me up. I actually sent him the cover in the DM. I don't even know him, right? He used to his IG handle goes by Duke of Spades.
Yeah, Duke of Spades.
Yes. So shout out to him. So I sent him my cover. Then he saw it and was like replying me that, okay, your stuff is good. Like, I was surprised. People don't reply people that, I'm just posting content like everybody posts, right? But he replied me. I was like, okay. After talking, he told me to come to VI. And I came from Ogun State. Booked an appointment on Tuesday the next week, 2 p.m. I went from Ogun State to after Winners. So I went, right? And he gave me a spot at Eve restaurant to be playing the guitar at Eve restaurant, to be, like, anytime people come into the restaurant, I can make them happy. That's what he told me.
Eve is a restaurant under Escape.
Yes, they're inside the same building, Adeola Adeoku. So he told me, like, you can just be doing this, I think his plan was maybe he will observe me and then maybe probably sign me. I don't know. But while I was playing the guitar, from there, he was going to be giving me small money every now and then, but I think sometimes he got tired of it. So what I did was I found a way to make money for myself. So what I did was I started busking. But before then, I did my research. Like, okay, I know I've been seeing a lot of videos, right, on YouTube where people stand in the middle of the road in the US or in the UK and they be playing and they put something on the ground, right? Mm-hmm. And they start putting money, and people literally do that for a living in the US. For Christ's sake, like, I knew that from Ed Sheeran because I used to listen to Ed Sheeran's story, right? And it literally started like that, busking. So I said, okay, let me do that now. It's not that hard. I can play the guitar, even if I can't play very well. I have a good voice. So I started doing it. And the money started coming. But my goal was, if somebody can go as far as asking me questions like, what exactly am I doing here? As much as I was using the money to go back home, and there were actually days that I got tired of going back home, so I started sleeping in the escape club. So I kept on doing that too. Like I did that like in mid of 2017, right? Then it took a French woman to actually pay attention to me. Every Nigerian, and I repeat.
Wait, did the French lady go to escape and see you? Wait,
yes, she came with her husband, right? Shout out to Jazz Foot. Jazz Foot is quite angry with me right now, like recently, but that's story for another day. But shout out to her, that's her name. Yeah, so she came with her husband, right, to the club. Then I saw them. The husband is white, she dark skin. Then they're French.
Do they live in Lagos?
Yes, they live in Lagos.
Okay.
The husband works in Lagos. So they came to the club, and I just saw them like, you know what, me, you know what was the matter? Like, me, I'm calling for you, boo.
What does that mean? Translate.
I was saying for the white man.
Okay.
So when I started singing, it wasn't even the guy that paid attention, it was the woman that paid attention. I was like, her mouth was open, like, and I was singing a show, and I'm in love with the shape of you, So she was like, that was literally the expression on her face, and she hugged me immediately. I felt uncomfortable because I know somebody's by her side, So, but then she said, wow, and she can't really speak English like that.
Okay.
Amazing. They was like, wait for me here. So she went to the club. I think, somebody told me to wait for me here. Me, I was gingered up now. I was gingered up like, okay. So I make sure that I reserve my vocals. I didn't be singing too much for too many people that particular night. Anybody that walk up past, let them see me. I not sing anything. It's only the ones that know me. Mikel. Okay, sing for us now. I'll not start singing. But the ones that don't know.
It reminds me of like if you're a puppet or something.
Yeah?
Like, it reminds me of like, sorry, it's like a puppy, like, oh yeah, come on, dance for us. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Then when I started waiting for like 5:30 in the morning, like she came outside of the club, and as soon as I saw her, I started singing the same song. I was singing, oh, love this shit. So I was like, whoa, give me your number. You're amazing. So we exchanged numbers. Then we talked on WhatsApp. Then she was like, she told me something, can you perform for 2 hours? Me, I have not performed for 2 hours before. But then I really, really, before I answered her, right? So this was what I did. I thought about it, that I'm literally performing from 12 to 6.
Facts.
Every club night, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I can perform for 2 hours, even though the difference is that one I used to rest, because it's not every time everybody working.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this one, you want me to perform for 2 hours? So I just told her, yes, I can perform for 2 hours. Say, do you have a band? I thought about it. I have a friend I know that can organize band for me. I said, yes, I can. In fact, if you want a band coming today, I will come. I don't have a band, bro. I don't even. As a matter of fact,
considered packaging? Like he's packaging himself to the lady?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because for somebody to ask you questions like that, you know that it's going to lead to something good. Yeah. So you just have to find a way to let her know that
put yourself in
because what if I told her, like, I was like, what if I told her now that I don't have a band or I can't perform for 2 hours?
But what happens if you told her you had a band and you couldn't find one?
You come up with
the fact that I told her I had a band, I never see any possibilities of not finding one. The only possibilities I had in my head, the only thing I had in my head was just positive. That
we have another positive thinker in the band.
We must have this thing must come out. This band must happen.
Mm-hmm. Pick up the next fan, and then we'll continue the conversation.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Are songwriters appreciated enough?
Are songwriters appreciated
this
enough?
Question, right? I mean, please, you were gonna
like yes or no? Like, I just go around the room.
Are songwriters appreciated in Nigeria?
Yeah.
No.
You?
Of course, no, bro.
David.
See, hold on. Before you ask David, the question should actually be, are they even appreciated at all?
Before we get to
Do you
enough.
understand?
I don't know how you just said what me I wanted to say.
So
Just
we've gone
joking.
around and the unanimous answer is no. Right? So,
Yeah.
Mikel, go ahead, because I think you're very passionate about this topic.
I'm very, very passionate about it. I don't think I'll even be scared to say anything because I'm a songwriter, you know. And you know how you see. I'll give you an example. Alamai's "Boot Up" was written by,
Sorry, what is that sound? Okay.
I've forgotten her name. This girl used to be signed by Chris Brown.
Seven
know?
Shooter.
No, she's white.
Okay.
Juliet something. I've forgotten her name, right? But she was the one that wrote "Boot Up," right? And when I was listening to her interview, she said something like she literally gave it to a lot of other artists, right? But the thing is, she kept going from artist to artist because she said something about our songs being her kids. And you know how you want the best for your kids. Exactly. So she felt like, oh, even if you're Snoop Dogg, or even if you're Jay-Z and you don't be doing something, if you don't do justice to this music the way I want you to do it, and
Mm-hmm.
till when she clicked with LMI, and LMI was just coming up, So now, for me, right, I feel the same way. And that's why at some point, I stopped giving my songs out to people. I probably even I've made sacrifices. I probably even give my song to somebody that can sing but don't have money. You understand? Or that would really, really do something to the song. If it's not even just singing, maybe shoot a video, or do you understand? But here, you are paying me and you are disrespecting me. Do you understand? And
Disrespecting you how?
I've worked with some people that I don't want to call, right? And,
Of course, you don't have to.
yeah, right. And they be letting me know that that's what they pay me for. Like, who you be, because we talk a lot of pidgin inside the studio. Do you understand? Like, I really don't want to go deep in this kind of conversation or go into it, because it hurts me, and I don't want to get angry when I say it. So, but that is one part of it. But another part of it is, I feel like there can never be. I don't think you can ever appreciate a songwriter in this country the way it is right now. You know why? There's no structure on ground to do that. Now, I know why I'm saying this is because even some of the songwriters are even ignorant. You understand? You don't have to get educated. People are hungry. So we do things from a place of I want money. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, how are you
Not
going to be
even want,
appreciated?
need.
Exactly. I mean, Jess, do you understand me? Like, how are you going to be appreciated when at the end of the day, boss, even at 20K, I go collect them? That is, bro. Do you understand me? Like, do you get me, bro? How am I gonna feel happy? But that's just another side. Another side is knowing that you're working with somebody that you look up to, that you respect so much. This somebody is literally big. Now you finally have the opportunity to work with him, but at the end of the day, he only finds every time he gets paid, he always find one or two ways to make sure that you don't pay what you are worth. You don't get do you understand? I've been in a situation where somebody be telling me that Mikel, say now 300K they pay me. And meanwhile, I was having the conversation when you were literally using me to increase your money. You told this lady that you collect 3 million naira because you have to pay for mixing and you have a songwriter, right? You are going to pay, and songwriter they collect a lot. And what does a lot really mean? But at the end of the day, you give me 70K telling me that it's remaining 30K and I don't even get 30K.
I hate this country.
That balance does not ever come.
I've actually worked for somebody 4 songs, right, on an EP. I'm supposed to get 100K.
100K per song.
Okay. But I got 117K for the whole song. Because why? he did not get paid completely. But guess what? I know this producer that, or guy, you that I know, you don't even drop data when somebody don't even give you 20% that is remaining. But you don't know that I have relationship with this artist. So I've been seeing on the artist status, they be posting the songs. So are you saying that you gave it to them for
free.
do you get me? And at the end of the day, because of in all your organness,
Glory,
I
yeah.
cannot come and meet you and ask you for money. You could give me voice. So, bro, there are so many. If you start going inside this matter, you realize that in every aspect that you want to look about it, songwriters are
I have
not
a question.
appreciated enough.
I know artists are
And it's
not.
because there's no structure. We need proper. So that's what the Universal Music, the Sonys are doing right now. Do you understand? But we just have to be smart about the way we deal with these people.
I guess this is a good way to end the last
We're not
episode of the
done.
year. How?
What association? Your word is free. No, sorry. Do you know how the game works?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I give you a word. You have 5 seconds to sing a song that has that
Not
word.
freestyle, an actual song that has the word inside.
Already.
Hmm.
The first word is free.
Freedom. Freedom.
I'll give you half points because freedom is on the
Wow,
same
but
time
when
as
I
free.
did that one time, you didn't let me get the point.
Sorry, this is your podcast.
So
He's a guest on this show.
no problem. Half points. You have to have the word that has only free, not freedom.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You gave you 0.5.
Your word,
Thank God.
Jess, is belt.
There's no song with Gucci belt inside. Damn, I don't know. I don't know. I can't think. No, that was a very bad buzzer.
0.
Okay, no problem.
Just the last word, Mikel, is nuts.
Not
Yeah.
like NOT.
NUTS.
NOTS. Nah.
Can you even do it? This word you're calling. Can you do it? Your word is stripes.
Stripes. But in the message, you cover up my eyes.
What song is that?
But there's no straps there.
I don't hear any stripes.
Bro, I know that song, Riding Solo by Jason Derulo.
Okay, stripes.
Look at you, you failed.
No. I didn't hear properly. No. Stripes.
Look at you.
Checks over stripes. There's a stripes.
Oh, that Drake
Shoot.
song. Okay,
Side.
fine.
Yeah.
There's straps in that.
Yes, no.
Ask
Okay.
David actually. Tell him to do one.
David, your word is daddy.
Who's your daddy?
That's
Dang,
not
why
a
did you give me
popular
that
song.
Come
one?
and show me.
What song is
That's not
that?
a popular song.
No, as long as it's a
I
song,
know
it's
the
fine.
song, Sha.
I don't know the
Mikel
song.
song.
I heard it.
Oh, is that why you said that's not a popular song?
It's unreleased.
I have a word for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your word, Jess, actually, your word is akomolafe.
Pass.
I
Pass.
like that.
Don't even know what that is.
I
Pass. What is that? Can someone translate?
It's like, I don't know what it means, like the exact translation, but it's like your word you call your lover in Yoruba, akomolafe.
Well, I don't have no lovers, so I can't even help
I have,
you.
I have a song.
What?
Akomolafe, your dear so kerewa.
What song is that?
It's by an artist named Mikel and a
I do
lady
pretty good for myself. Thank
called
you.
Benji.
No, what?
African.
That was slick. David, no, you can't. That was slick. I've only heard his unreleased music, and all of it is
Honest. No, this
Chef's
is unreleased as well.
Well, yeah, the
I haven't heard this
unreleased
one.
one, like
It's unreleased as well.
most of the unreleased just should have been growing, you know. And songs.
That's really dope. I can't
You've probably heard Mikel 2 years back. You probably would be
Yeah, don't
excited.
Bob, one Kweku song everybody knows you for. Like every time I say Mikel, I was like, oh, he had this song named Kweku. Yeah, Kweku.
Kweku. If I tell you the story behind Kweku, you'd be surprised.
Can he say it?
Yeah, can I say it in 2 minutes?
Sure, I can.
Okay.
So, Kweku, right? There's this Alaji Adebola Shedu. He's the chairman of Beans and Hammers. Shout out to him. God bless him. He used to give me money anytime it comes to the club in Quillox, right? So one of these days, he told me that I paid my dues. And he told me that I should look for the best producer to work with that will pay for it. Then I was working with Spurs at the time, so it felt right to just meet Spurs. So Spurs, the person that Miss Alaji Debola put in charge of me and anything that I need in terms of with regards to money, so Spurs meaning they paid Spurs. Spurs advised the guy that, okay, let him do 2 songs so he can have options, So we did 2 songs, and one of the songs was Kweku. And now, unfortunately, I could not give it to Alaji because of the people around, but that's still for another day. As at the time, 2018 ending, Empawa 100 started, and we were to do auditions, they picked me, and we were going to shoot a video, you understand, for our song, unreleased song, and Kweku was just the only song I had at the time. So it felt right, and that was it. In 2019 September, I dropped Kweku on the Empawa platform, and the rest was history. Shout out to the Empawa crew.
Go on.
Okay.
I know you can do it because that's your experience. So if you want to, let's divide it. If you want to shout
I'm on
there,
this side.
Okay,
you can shout.
just
You can shout there. But
thank
this
God
side
for
of the
everything.
room, Amen. Mikel, you rock. Thank you so much. You did a very amazing job.
Thank
I hope
you.
you're not. I hope you don't feel nervous right now.
What?
I hope you don't.
No, I actually
nervous.
felt comfortable.
That's what we like to hear. That's what Jess Finesse Presents is all about.
Jess Finesse,
Talk
your
about your story
majesty.
in a comfortable environment. Don't shout it. No. Anyway, thank you for being the last guest of season 1. We saved the best for last.
Thank you.
It is, like I said, a very full circle moment. All the times you sat here and seen me record episode after episode after episode, it makes sense for you to be the one in the chair smoking with me. Please, if you're an artist and you listen to this podcast, if you know you need songwriter, right? And you're someone that believes in split sheets, and you're someone that believes in paying dues, and if you're someone that believes in respecting the songwriter, when I say he's talented, I cannot use my mouth to vouch for someone that I don't believe in. I cannot.
All
Alright?
right.
I cannot. Alright? This guy is talented as heck. Alright? And he can tell him what you need, he can give it to you.
As in, if you want
Please.
Fuji.
Please. But anyway, like I said, this is Jess Finesse Presents. Season 1 is a wrap. I'm taking a break. I don't know when I'm coming back. But David, you're the best. Io, you be the best sometimes. Bless, Teju, you guys have rode with us so far.
Yep.
Without further ado, Io, I love you. Can you close your mouth now? Close it. Dang. Io, he's my boss. I love him. And without further ado, we are out.